Hey guys, Lisa with Sacred Living here. I am here with your reading for the week, Sunday, September 25th to get this, Saturday, October 1st already. This summer has gone so quick. So this is shaping up to be a fairly emotional week. I'm going to tell you about that in just a second. First, I'd ask you to be thinking about whether you resonate with Archangel number 1, Archangel number 2, or Archangel number 3. So somebody recently asked me, what does that mean, Lisa? So be thinking about which card seemed more attractive to you. Did it look different? Did it feel different? And then that's the angel that you ask for help this week with whatever the purpose is that would best serve you. So I'll come back to the angels at the end, and I am using the Guardian Angel Messages cards this week. And here we go. So Sunday is going to be a time to recognize that not only have we gotten some divine nudges from Spirit directly, but also it's important to look around us to the other people around. So the answer, the light to our path, is literally some of the people around us. So what are some of the people around you saying? What songs have you heard on the radio? Be looking for those divine nudges to come from people, places, and things that are in our realm to answer the messages that you are getting from the divine. So that is saying, like, we've sent you the message, but we want you to look here for the answer. So there's a lot of water cards this week. So there's going to be some definite emotions this week. And so then on Monday, it's really going to start to flow. And so what the star means is it is like this divine energy that is just going to come and it's going to help carry us through the week. It might be very emotionally intense in a few places, but this is like the culmination of everything you've been looking for. Like, this is a week that really shows you that the end is in sight for some really challenging things. And the emotion that you get is going to be relief. And so some of the other stuff is getting washed away. And I'm seeing the stars in this card were really bright. Like, there's one particular day where it's feeling like the largest push of it, but then there's 7 stars altogether. So each day of the week, there's going to be a little bit of spark that shows you, hey, my grandma used to say, it'll either get better or it'll get over. And so I feel like whatever this is for you, it's more of a getting over than getting better. So this is going to just show some breakthrough of a different way of being. People are either going to be nicer, or a job's going to be easier, or technology is going to be upgraded. Something is going to be a little easier that has been kind of that thorn in the side kind of energy for you. So then on into, I still feel like this energy could be with Monday. So it's kind of like I feel the stars' influences all week, but I feel like this page of air is Monday on into Tuesday. So page of air. And so anytime you have a page, it's always like a younger person, or it's a newer skill, or it's something that you're just learning. And there are a couple pages this week. And so page energy is all about giving yourself permission to do what needs to be done, even if you don't feel completely competent or confident that you're like expert level yet. And I often tell people, like, when you have a little kid that's just learning to walk, and they're kind of stumbling and they're wobbling and whatnot, do you go and knock them down and tell them to just give it up? You suck at walking? No, you don't. You cheer them on and you're like, yes, look at you. You're pulling up. Yay, look at you. You took, almost. We don't always do that for ourselves. This is an opportunity this week to give yourself permission to not be expert, but to do the job anyway. So this to me looks like really holding on to Archangel's sword of truth. And sometimes when we're not used to really speaking up around other people, it feels really insecure. It feels really wobbly. But look, he's got a firm grip on it and he's leaning it up against his body for stabilization. So it's like you've got spirit to lean on. don't be afraid of what it's going to be like to stand in your truth. So this might be a little bit of a troubling spot, but then the green pine trees are in the back. And pine trees are more of a feminine energy, whereas deciduous trees have the tendency to be more concerned, considered more male energy. So it feels like you've got some women cheering you on. So do the thing, speak your truth. So then on into Wednesday. Wednesday, you are going to have the teeny tiniest little thing that is going to open up and be a big manifestation for you. So you are going to get some news that on the surface looks really small, like this little bit of good news that is going to be so much bigger than you think. And so when I was looking at this little one, he's got this, like, it looked almost like a yearbook to me, and it was something that he didn't think was such a big deal, but when he looked back, it was huge. So there's going to be something on Wednesday that is fairly significant, either some kind of news or somebody contacting you about something that's going to be much bigger than it looks like on the surface, because I just see especially this butterfly, so that's what made me think of unfolding. The butterfly was so bright, and that's always about transformation into something else. And so it feels like it just lit up the whole sky. So this is going to be a big deal for you. So then on Thursday is this is really good news. This card can sometimes be the announcement of an engagement. 4 of fire. What this is, and 4 is a really solid number. So in the 12 steps, it talks about if your higher power, if you can't trust in anything yet, the table can be your higher power because of just how stable a table with 4 legs can be. So this is a really stable connection that you're either going to make, or it's going to be reinforced with somebody that you really care about, family, friends, some kind of adventure that you've been on where you're connecting with somebody in such a way that it just is really reinforcing of the strength of the commitment of that person. So that's going to be a wonderful feeling on Thursday with that. Friday on into Saturday. This is going to be a little tricky, this Ace of Water. So when I first looked at this card, I see the angel standing back, and the angel is staying there saying everything is unfolding perfectly, but the little girl is spilling the water out of the cup as I'm watching in my mind's eye. And yet the angel is like, this is great. This is how it's got to be. You can do it. So lots of times water is emotions, and Ace of Water lots of times is all about our first love. And so sometimes when we're first stepping out, we can just absolutely have our heart broken. So I feel like there's going to be an overflow of emotions about something, but it's important to remember that whatever this is, it's still in divine order. Your guardian angels, your extra angels that you've called in to ask for support, they're there for you. They're going to help you. Whatever it is, even if it hurts, it's unfolding just exactly as it has to be. And it made me suspect of some kind of hurt also because of the lotus. And what do we know? Lotuses grow out of shit. So it seems like this is like one of those combined experiences that might be a little painful on the surface. It may feel uncomfortable when we take what looks like a misstep. It's not a misstep. So then a Page of Water also is indicative of young love and completely trusting and being all in. So this is also indicating a new relationship, and her orange skirt thing was really bright. And so relationships happen with second chakra energy, which is orange, and which also has to do with water. So to me, this looks like a new relationship. So it's either somebody that you are connecting with in a new way, like a new person coming into your life, or you're looking at somebody with fresh eyes and something is going to be refreshed. So either way, lots of emotions this week, but lots of good stuff, because remember, the toughest stuff is passing on by. So remember that. And your angels for the week. Archangel number 1, if that was your angel, you have Victory, Archangel Sandalphon. Archangel Sandalphon is here to say your prayers have been answered and heard. Have faith. And so the trumpet was really loud in this. And so you can ask Archangel Sandalphon to give you the messages that you need. And that might have a lot to do with looking around you for those messages. And I'm going to come back to that card also with Archangel number 3. So Archangel number 2, if you had Archangel number 2, then you have Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. Boy, there is so much stuff going on with politics these days. No matter what side of the politics you are on, you can't help but miss all of the back and forth and what's fair and all of that jazz. He is here to say everything is how it needs to be right now. So continue to focus on the truth as you see it, and that idea that everything is unfolding as it has to be. So then if you have Archangel number 3, you have Archangel Zadkiel. Keep an open mind, learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So when you have a question and you're asking Spirit, sometimes what happens is when he is looking for giving to you the answer to your question, sometimes instead it comes in the form of a question. So when you get some of these divine questions in your mind, be looking around you for the answers. So sometimes what happens to me is I will get the statement in my mind, and then when I am listening to somebody else talking, it'll be like the confirmation of that information as being valid and true, and I need to pay attention to that message. So it works differently for different people. Sometimes when we get questions rotating around, that causes us to dig deeper than if Spirit just gave us the answers, or it's asking us to look for our answers from the people around us. So that is your messages for the week, September 25th through, Sunday, September 25th through Saturday, October 1st. I hope it helps you, and I hope you have a great week. Take good care, everybody.